Hi, Key Stage 1. Welcome to our assembly this week. And this week we're going to be learning all about World Book Week. So we're going to talk about what it is and why we celebrate it and the different ways that we can celebrate it this year, even when we're not at school. So I'm just going to share my screen. Let's get it nice and big. There we go. So World Book Day. What is World Book Day? And if you're doing this with an adult at school, teachers, this would be a good time to pause the video and you can take some ideas. What is World Book Day? All right, I hope we've come up with a few different ideas of our own. It's a day set aside each year just to celebrate books, authors, and reading. So it's a day to celebrate. We're not getting tested on books. We're not getting asked what we know about them. We're celebrating how much pleasure they can bring to our lives. So for my first question, what are some of your favorite books? So this would be a good time to pause the video and you can share your ideas with an adult. You can share it with a classmate. You can share it with a sibling that you have at home, or you can even just share it with me on the screen. So some of your favorite books. And welcome back. All right, so I hope we shared some ideas. I know in my class we have loads of favorites. We really love the Oliver Jeffers book. So anything about the moose or the boy with the penguin. We love the Julia Donaldson stories because they rhyme. I know the year twos are they love Claude. So any of the Claude stories. So maybe you like more traditional tales, maybe you like more fairy tales. I hope you were able to share the books that you like with someone at home or at school. All right, so World Book Day is all about children exploring the amazing world of books and reading. And celebrations are held all around the world to celebrate World Book Day. So it doesn't matter what country you live in, if you're in England, if you're in Canada, if you're in America, if you're in Africa, if you're in Lithuania, World Book Day is celebrated all around the world. In the United States and more than 100 countries around the world, World Book Day is held on April 23rd. So we might not always be celebrating World Book Day at the same time, but every country in those 100 countries would be celebrating it at some point. But for us in the UK and Ireland, World Book Day is always held the first Thursday in March. So for us this year, that would be Thursday, the 4th of March, today. World Book Day beginnings. Now we're going to talk about how World Book Day got started. So World Book Day began with a decree by UNESCO, which is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Wow, that is a lot of words. So UNESCO is a really special group of people that have gotten together from all different countries around the world. And they have really important meetings and they talk about important things that help us with our learning. And it's not just for children who are learning in England. It's not just for children that are learning in America. It's lots of different people from all around the world to talk about what would be really, really good and important for children to improve with their learning. So they all got together and they decided that they wanted to have a special day for everyone to celebrate books and not to get tested on books, not to have to write a book report, but to just celebrate how much fun books can bring to our life. So the very first World Book Day was held in April of 1995, which was over 20 years ago. So it's not a new celebration. I know if you've been at Palmer for a long time, you'll remember that we usually have special days where we dress up and a different teacher will come to your room and read you their favorite story. And usually your teacher will be in fancy dress as well. But it's not just the time that you've been at Palmer. It's been going on for 20 years. So that's a really long time to be celebrating. So we talked about how World Book Day is a celebration. Now would be a good time for you to pause the screen. And I want you to talk about what kind of celebrations do you remember doing at our school? So this year looks a little bit different because we don't have many children at school. So we're going to make sure that we can celebrate at a different day when everybody's back together again. But let's have a think about last year and the year before. What are some important things or special things that we did as a school for World Book Day celebration? Right, welcome back. I hope that you've had a chance to share. So when we're talking about World Book Day at our school, I know we've done lots of fancy dress. We used to have, Miss Drews has brought in different authors to come and talk to us or perform to us, teach us how to draw. We've had an author illustrator come in and teach us how to draw a character. We have the teachers go around to different classes and they read their favorite books. And you can go on YouTube as well on our World Book Day playlist, and you can find videos of teachers and staff at the Palmer Academy reading you their favorite books. We've had book buddy days where you go and share a book with someone in a different class. We've had our book fairs that come and set up in the hall where you can come and buy a book. So we've had loads of different celebrations, and I'm sure you've talked about all those with your teachers already or your parents. So World Book Day is full of fun, and here's just a few ways that the world celebrates its love of books. Children dress up as their favorite book characters. Ask your teacher or a sibling or an adult at home which character he or she would pick. Which character would you pick to dress up and why? So you can pause the video and have a little chat about that one. All right, in the UK and Ireland, children are given a token and can buy a book. So this year, your tokens will be given out either on an email to your parents, or we'll wait until you come back to school, but you will get a token this week or next week, and they're valid until the very end of March. So you can go onto booksellers websites and they have a whole list of books that you can buy for £1, and that token is worth £1. So you can get a free book to take home today. And authors visit schools and share their love of reading. And I know we've had that come into the Palmer Academy a few times, and it's been really, really special and wonderful. We have some lovely artwork up in the corridor from some of those artists. So see if you can look around and spot the artwork. There's the robot and the bluebird as your clue, kind of in the year 2 corridor next time you're in there. All right, how would you suggest your class celebrates World Book Day? So this is a good time for you to pause the video. You could talk to an adult, you could talk to a sibling, you could talk to me, you could talk to your teacher or your classmates. So what do you think would be really fun for us to do to celebrate World Book Day? And finally, lots of places around the world, children will make a list of their favorite authors or their favorite books. So make sure that you have time to chat this evening to someone at home and tell them what your favorite author is, favorite book. Maybe you could ask your parents what their favorite author and favorite book is, because it's not just children who like to read, adult likes to read too. All right, and finally, we have 6 reasons to celebrate World Book Day. Number 1, books make you smarter. Number 2, books are magical and you can visit other worlds and other times. So even though we are in the time of COVID right now and we can't just go on an airplane and go on a different adventure, we can't really even leave our neighborhood, most of us. So it's not really the most exciting time for us to get to travel. But luckily with books, you can visit any place and any time in the world. So books are wonderful to help us to travel and explore and experience magic. Number 3, new authors spark your imagination. So I know it's really, really fun. My class really enjoys getting their new author of the month so they can see new books and learn new stories that they might like to explore. Books are relaxing to read after a long day at school. And maybe after you finish your dinner or your homework or doing all your playing after school and you want a little bit of time to relax. It's a really good way to relax, and it helps to make you smarter, and it's really, really enjoyable. So instead of turning on those iPads before bed, because we know screens keep us awake, maybe ask someone at home if they can read to you or read with you so you can have a book to read. And 5, you can raise money for charity. So in the past, when we were all at school, we might bring £1 in when we wear our fancy dress, and then we could give that £1. We used to give our pounds to different charities. So when we do come back and we're able to have our dress up day, we'll be able to raise some money and give it to charity to help other people and other children. Number 6, find a special book and have a friend for life. So once you have your favorite book, it's a book that you can always go back to, and it helps you to feel good and happy, even when you're feeling a little bit down. It's like having a nice friend. So the only way to find our favorite special book is to read lots and lots of books and see which ones we like the most. So make sure that you're spending today and every day looking for lots of books to explore and enjoy. And finally, where to find your next favorite book. There are lots of different ways to find an exciting book. Visit your school or your local library. The librarians there would be so happy to help you find a great read. And if you go to the librarian and you tell them what you like to read about, if you say, I really like to read about pirates, they can help you to find a book all about pirates, a really good one. So ask the librarians because they're there to help you. Ask your teacher about their favorite books. Ask your parents, ask your friends, make your own book. So if you haven't quite found one that you love, why don't you create your own story? And with your parents' permission, you can visit websites for more ideas. So I posted a video to all the playlist channels on YouTube about different places for you to find ebooks or books on the internet. So as long as we're being safe and we're asking for permission and we're only going on those special sites, you can have a look and see if there's a new book on there that you might want to enjoy. Well, thank you so much for visiting my assembly today, all about World Book Day. And I hope that you've enjoyed your time learning about fables this week. And I hope that you spend lots of time reading and talking about books today, because it's a good day to talk to the adults and the other people in your lives all about books and what their favorite book is. And who knows, you might just find your new favorite book. And I can't wait to see us all together again, and we can celebrate our community garden with all the characters, and we can have a day to dress up, and we can really, really enjoy World Book Day all together. So I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you've looked at some of the videos of the teachers reading their books. Remember, it's the World Book Week playlist on YouTube. There'll be loads of videos posted from different teachers and stuff. And there's also a video about our community garden project. So please check both of those out. And we can't wait to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.